I just have some stuff that I need to say and then I'm gonna go to bed, but it's about 12:27 on Monday morning at night, which is really in my head Sunday night or whatever, but it's 12:27 in the morning. So I just a couple more things that I wanted to talk about. I want to talk and move tonight, so drink some of my lemon water. I don't have to go to work till tomorrow afternoon, so I can hang up a little late. But um, the thing I wanted to talk about is exercise and working out and the weight that you think that you're losing, and sometimes you might not be losing the weight. Sometimes you buy scales, and sometimes when you buy a scale, buying a scale when you're trying to lose weight could be the worst thing that you could ever do, because buying a scale is going to tempt you to want to weigh yourself every single freaking day because you're trying to get to a goal weight that you want to be at. So whatever it is that you're doing as far as like working out and trying to eat healthier and stuff like that, it's like buying a scale is literally the worst thing you could freaking do. Unless you're like a certified trainer and you know about you have that special scale that they have at the gym that you could measure your body weight and stuff like that. But to get on one of those type of scales, you have to pay those trainers. You got to pay for that consultation, and then they'll say, okay, well, you have this much bone, you have this much fat and stuff like that. The point of it is what I'm saying is buying a scale is the worst freaking thing that you could possibly do. Because I bought a scale recently. I had a scale. I already had a scale. I had a cheap scale. You know, one of them old scales that got like the circle thing and they got the numbers on it. You step on it and then the numbers, you can't really see with your eyes what your exact weight is because it's just one of those cheaper, older, modern type scales. Now I went out and bought a digital scale, and I'm just finding that it's no reason to have a scale in your house because you could be busting your behind every day, sweating bullets, running, whatever it is that you do every day, and you step on that scale, and sometimes it could say that you lost some weight, but then the next day it say you put on weight. So it's like up and down. It's never really a consistent thing unless you weigh yourself maybe weekly or every 2 weeks or something like that. That way you'll see a better result in the situation. But if you get on that freaking scale every day, you doing the right thing with food. You turn down a lot of stuff that you shouldn't be eating, like a lot of the carbs and stuff like that, and you stopped that. And you also been trying to you've been fasting too. So when you fast, you lose weight, but sometimes the biggest thing that you can see as far as you losing weight is looking in the mirror. I've read up on that recently, and I've noticed that about myself as well. But I've lost weight, but I've gained a lot of muscle as well, and which is good because when you gain a muscle, the muscle is eating up the fat. It's good to get rid of the muscle, but when you gain the muscle is going to say it's going to show on that scale. So then on the scale, it'll look like you're not losing weight and it'll look like you're not doing anything. So that's when people get discouraged, and that's when they're like, well, hey, this ain't working out for me, so let me go get that cheeseburger from down the street. So that's the problem and issue that I'm having. I am losing weight, but I think I'm gaining more muscle, which is good too. You can feel your body when it's tightening up on you. I can see it in my face. I can see it in my arms. I'm a woman, so I could tell more in my posture and the way I look on my shoulders, my arms. When I put on a couple more pounds, I could tell like I gotta slow down and start working out more because it'll show on my face, it'll show on my shoulders, my arms. I can see it in my arms, and I can tell that I have lost weight, but it's not that I've lost fat. I've gained more muscle. So that's what I've been looking up some YouTube videos about that. Like buying a scale is like, don't even have a scale in your house. Like really, the scale that I have, I'm probably gonna get rid of because before I had this scale, I had another scale, but it was a cheaper scale, but I could never get the precise. So every time I go to the doctors and I make an appointment and I say either I go to the doctors or I go into the hospital. When you go to the doctors, they're going to weigh you, and that's going to be your exact weight. So you don't go to the doctors too often. Hopefully, if you're not sick, you don't get too many physicals. You get like one physical per year or whatever, depending on the type of insurance that you have. So getting a scale is the worst thing you could possibly do to yourself. And I was so frustrated getting on this scale every day, like going out running and doing stuff. I'm like, I could see that I'm losing weight in my face, because when I eat a lot of crap, like pastas and um like breads, when I'm binging on stuff, I can see myself, my face is fat. And now I can see myself, my face is, I'm starting to see more bone structure. Even though I got high cheekbones, I see myself. Because I have a picture that I had took on my phone when I was out of town on that training situation, and I could see my face was rounded and it was fat, and I was like, wow, I need to start, checking myself and getting myself together and losing some weight, because I'm eating just too much pasta, rice, bread. I was going crazy. Like ever since like Thanksgiving of last year, I also was in like I was talking to somebody. I wasn't in a relationship, but I was happy. I was happy with the person I was talking to at the time. So, when you're happy with stuff, you settle. So when you settle, you're happy. I can cook. He's coming over. I'm gonna cook for him. We're gonna just eat and have a ball, drink or whatever. So that's what I was doing. That's the situation that I was in. So I was happy. He was nice. He was treating me good. Everything was good. He's into me. I'm into him. We having a ball. And I'm cooking because I know how to cook. He's coming over. I'm cooking breakfast. He's over. I'm making breakfast for him, frying bacon. I was frying bacon, frying eggs, making grits, making pancakes for Thanksgiving. I made a whole meal, and I was just eating like crazy, yo. And I put on so much weight just by doing that. Like, and I don't want to do that crap no more, yo. It's like, yo, I've been working out. My mind's been pretty clear, so I've been working out and I've been doing pretty good at my workout. But when you're happy and you're settled and you feel like, my relationship, my personal life is straight, my job life is straight, I'm making my money, I'm paying my bills, everything is just perfect, you begin to get settled in that, and you be like, yo, everything is good. I'm eating that bacon. Let me get some bacon, fry some bacon. You want bacon tomorrow? You just get crazy when you be dealing with somebody that you feel like, that's the one for you or whatever. But yeah, man, the holidays last year, I was eating anything. I was thick too. And I lost a lot of that weight recently. I said I gotta lose weight because I'm the kind of female that I've always been thin in high school. We're not going to have the same kind of body that we had when we were in high school, but I've always been a thin chick. Some chicks will say I've always been thick or always been big or always been overweight. I've always been like 110, 20 pounds, skinny, and I was happy with that. Even when I had my kids, my body went back. I didn't start putting on weight and getting a butt until I was like in my 30s or late 20s. I started getting booty and stuff like that. So I just don't like to be fat. Like I don't want to be over 170 pounds. I want to be like 150, 155. That's where I'm comfortable with myself. When I can reach that weight, I'm fine with that. And I know some men will say, like, men will see me and they'll be like, yo, you thick as hell or whatever. But it's not how a man sees me. It's how I see myself. It's not how you see me. It's how I see myself and how I feel comfortable with my body. Not about, oh, the men are loving it. Yeah, men gonna love it. Especially black men. Black and Puerto Rican men love, thick women with thick thunder thighs and big butts and stuff like that. And they love you even more if you're like, if you have a shape, because I heard like with a lot of guys, they're like, nah, it's cool if you're thick and, at least you have a shape. Because some women are big and they don't even have a shape. Like a woman not having a shape is just a woman that's just big everywhere. Like big up top, everything's just big. It just goes straight down. So men have said to me like, no, you have a shape, you know. So I'm like, it's a difference for men because I'm not a man, so I don't know what. But men will say like, yo, you're perfect. Like I'll go somewhere and all the guys are talking to me. Like I'll be shopping at Sam's Club and men will be like, yo, what's up, man? Like most of the time, you know, it's they just want to hit it or whatever. And most of them married or got girlfriends. And some men are probably single, but sometimes I don't give men the time of day. Like I'd be like, listen, fool, I ain't even thinking about you. But they always say to me, they're like, yo, you have a shape. And I'm like, I look at my body like, damn, I need to lose weight. I'm thick as hell. My legs are thick. And I'm like, I don't like that. You know, I like to be a certain weight. I like to be small. I don't want to be skinny, but I like to be straight, but I like to be little. Like I don't like to be I don't like my legs to be rubbing together in the jeans and stuff. That's just not me, but men love that crap. But I'm like, look, I'm not trying to impress no guys. I'm just trying to be how I want to be. Black men, they love it. You know, they be like, damn, girl, what's up? But I'm like, listen, I'm good. Like, I'm still want to work out. I still want to get right. I don't want to be like, I don't want to feel like a fat pig. And I'm not trying to diss nobody or diss women that are overweight and they trying. If you trying, great. But me, I gotta be 150, 160 at the most. That's my goal weight. 160, I got it in there. I got it in the bucket. I like to put on some pants and be straight. Like I like my shape. I like being a smaller type chick. This is how I am, and I'm working towards it. And I'm not sitting here crying saying, "Oh, it's a struggle. I can't lose weight." Losing weight is hard, man. When you get older, it's harder. And I've seen women that are in their 20s, 21, had one kid, and they look like they about, you know, like they had about 10 kids. They don't care. Like, I don't want to let myself go ever. That's not me. I never want to let my body go. I never want to let my looks go. I never want to let myself go. Like, I focus more on my body care, like as far as my body, my weight and stuff like that, more than I care about my hair. Like, literally, you see this on me most of the time. That's just how I am. But my upkeep of my health and my body and my physical physique, I like to look good. That's just, I like my body to be straight. Like, I be trying to figure out this belly and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, if I had money, if I had the money finances, I probably would get me a tummy tuck. Like, my tummy ain't as bad as I seen some chicks. But, you know, when you eat, your stomach is always like bloated or whatever. But and men will be like, yo, you're straight. I love that and stuff. Men are not really that crazy as women think that they are as far as our bodies. And sometimes, like, women don't hate their bodies, but men will be like, nah, you straight, boo. Like, the way that we see ourselves is not always how a lot of men see us, you know? The way we look at ourselves, that's not how men see us. You know, they just be like, you thick and I love it. A lot of men don't even give a crap about, oh, you got a flat stomach, you got to have a washboard abs. A lot of men don't care. Some white boys care about that. White guys like little women. But black guys and Spanish guys and Puerto Rican men of the minorities, Spanish guys, they like thick chicks. They just like women with asses and thighs and all that, and asses, thighs, and pies. I think that's what I'm gonna name my video. But I just like myself a certain weight. Pies. That's what I'm gonna name this video. I think it's gonna be called Asses, Thighs, and Pies. But yeah, I just like to be in that 150, 160 range. And once I reach that, I'll be good. I gotta lose about 30 pounds and I'll be good. Like, I'm almost there. I'm not bad off. So I'm not sitting over here like, oh, I need surgery. And some people see me, they're like, oh, Ma, you good? Because, you know, I go to places like BJ's and Sam's and guys are like, whoa, what's up, Ma? I got a big behind. I mean, that's just what it is. But I like to have my big behind and still have a straight, structured body. That's just what I want. I want my arms to be toned up. I try to work on my whole body. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we could do for ourselves as far as our health and working out is stuff that we can do at home. We do not need to go and buy a trainer for $300 a month or wherever your gym is or whatever. You don't need to go and buy no expensive trainer. A lot of this stuff you can Google, you can look up on YouTube videos, and you can work yourself out at home. Why go to a gym? I mean, I was a part of a gym for a while, and I'm still a part of my gym. I just got to go Tell them, look, you ain't taking no more of my money because I work myself out. If you can get in contact, if you can get in touch with your eating, if you can get your eating down pat, like me, right now, I do zero starch, no carbs. What do they call carbs? I call them starches. No carbs, zero carbs. I might eat a carb maybe like once a week, and that's what I do for my kids too. Like whatever I make, they gonna eat it. I'm not gonna say, oh, well, sometimes I think once a week I make like rice because my daughter was saying the other day, I want some rice with some gravy. So I'm like, damn, really? Rice with gravy? Really? So I made the rice with gravy, but I had one spoonful of it or whatever. And I love rice. I love potatoes. I love pasta. And the other day I made pasta. I made a chicken Alfredo pasta, from scratch or whatever. But I'm like, yo, I gotta, for my kids, they like it too. So I'm like, okay, well, when I eat healthy, like I made salmon. I cut up some onions. I cut up some peppers. They don't like the greens too much, but for some reason I love fruits and vegetables, so I try to get them on that. But my daughter was like the other day, she was like, I want some bacon, I want some eggs. I'm like, sis, listen, we ain't going there. We not eating bacon and eggs. I'll get you some turkey bacon. How about that? So she don't know, so I can just give her the turkey bacon and she'll just think that it's the other good bacon. But at least I'm alert and I'm knowing that, look, a change needs to happen, because if I don't change it now, when I don't want to get fat. I'm not being fat don't work with me. That's just not my thing. Like, I'm not trying to be big face, big ass arms. I'm just not, that's not my thing. Like, for women that are struggling with their weight, if you can get your food in check and you can work out every freaking day or walk half an hour a day, which I do an hour of cardio basically every day. I didn't do cardio for 2 days. Well, I didn't do cardio today, but I did do some dumbbells or whatever. And that's low exercise. I did a few dumbbells and I did a couple squats today. But if you can get your food intake in order, zero carbs, and if you can stop like a lot of the sugar, like I stopped soda a long time ago. I stopped drinking soda altogether. All that sugar and stuff that's in that soda, if you can stop that. I do still have a problem with like juices and teas and stuff. I want to stop all that. I want to just start drinking straight up water with just like a lemon wedge in it for flavor, because I don't like drinking water. Water is hard to really just cut. So I'm working on the water situation and trying to better that, because if I can do that, I can cut out the sugar altogether. Yo, I would lose so much weight. Like seriously, I can get to my 160, but it's hard because I'm already doing the exercise and I'm already living a lifestyle. Like, I love greens. I can have a chicken breast and some greens, or chicken breast and some Brussels sprouts, or chicken breast. The vegetables are endless. Vegetables are endless. It's just what we put on it. Like when I have corn, of course I gotta put out the butter. The butter ain't no good, but I don't eat it every day. So this is something that I can do, and this is something that you can do, and it's something that we can do. We want to lose weight. We have to get in touch with our diets. If you can get that food under control, you'll be all right. I guarantee you will. So that's where I'm working at right now. That's where I'm at with mine. I'm doing good with the exercise. I'm really up determining myself every day to do insanity or run. I went out running the other day when it was like 90 something degrees out there. I ran and people were looking at me like, yo, she crazy. Like, look, I'm determined to not be a fat mofo, okay? I'm just not into the fat thing. And there's nothing wrong with me feeling that way. Like, I like to look good, man. I'm sorry. I just like to look good. As a woman, I want to look good all the time. Like, I just want to feel good. I look in the mirror and say, damn, I look good. I look good. I just want to feel like that. When I turn 50, I want to be the best 50 person, the best black 50-year-old chick there is, because the stamina is today, oh, black women don't do that. Black women don't work out. Black women don't do this. Black women don't. That's a freaking lie, honey. That's a lie. I like to look good. And I'm going to. Not to try to say, oh, I'm trying to get me a man. It's easy to go get a man. You can get a man from going to McDonald's. Guys is going to holler at you when you look decent. When you got a nice body, guys are going to talk to you. I mean, I know women that got nice bodies, but they not attractive. Men fucks with them. You know, and I'm not saying that, you know, I don't want a guy to deal with me to do with my body is nice, but he don't find me attractive or whatever. But I just like to look good. I don't have nothing to do with trying to look good for a man. This just has something to do with me, myself. I want to look good for me. And for you, if you into exercising and you want to look good, do it for you. Don't do that because I'm trying to get me a man or I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to get that. Do it for you. And then not only that too, when it comes to like, for me, I'm not talking about nobody else. The job world, it's easier for you to get hired on jobs if you have a certain amount, if you have a certain weight. I'm not even gonna freaking lie. People judge you, they look at you, they go by what you look like. And that's the honest to God truth. Unless they really need somebody to work that shift. But if you working at the certain jobs and you in an interview and there's another woman that's probably larger, they gonna go for the smaller woman. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. I mean, it's wrong, but that person might be more qualified than you. But most of the time, if you have that person in ER, and if it's a man, he gonna go by the woman that look good. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. But I'm gonna let this video go because it's going on 21 minutes and I ain't never had no video that long. But I think I'm gonna name that video Asses, Thighs, and Pies. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm just up tonight. I can't sleep.